From the TEC studio, you're watching MSN Live.
Welcome, I'm Jerson Estares.
And I'm Alex Ramirez, and this is MSN Live. Today we are here with Dr. David Vrunland, but we understand that you prefer to be called Dr. V?
Yes, but mostly just to make your life easier. It's hard to say that last name.
Definitely.
Yes.
For those of you who don't know the name yet, Dr. V is MISC's new superintendent. Hello, welcome to MSN Live.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
All right, so our first question for you is, what are the first major changes you plan on making in the district?
You know, it's really less about making changes than it is for me getting a feel about the district and understanding the things that need improvement and really trying to do everything I can to make your experience as a student more and more valuable for you as you exit our system.
Where did you start off in your line of work?
I started in Carrollton Farmers Branch in the 80s, and I was teaching and coaching at Newman Smith High School and then Dan F. Long Middle School. And I like to joke that I had to go down to the middle school because I wasn't a football guy, I was a basketball guy. And so I started there in Carrollton, went to the middle school to learn football, and then my wife, Dr. Joy Vrunland, she's the first doctor in our family. She got her doctorate at 27. She joined the Air Force as a psychologist, and that took us out of Texas for a while. And so we went to Washington, D.C., and I taught and coached in a Washington, D.C. area high school. And there I was a varsity football coach because, you know, I was from Texas now. And so I know football. And from there I went to Japan, and I taught and coached in a Japanese high school and taught Japanese students and coached a Japanese basketball team. That was a lot of fun. And then from there came back to the States after our oldest son was born, and went to Wichita Falls and started my career in administration in Wichita Falls. Then went to Allen and served as a principal. I opened Erickson Middle School in Allen, and then they asked me to be assistant superintendent. And from there I left to go to Friendship, which is in Lubbock area, and from there I came here. So that's how I got to Mesquite.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's so, you're like a gypsy, right?
Yeah, and love every bit of it, yeah.
All right, so what are your responsibilities as a superintendent?
Oh my goodness, my primary responsibility is to ensure the quality of education that you guys get. And to make that a reality, I have to make sure I manage the 5,000 employees of the district and the facilities of the district, the multi-million dollar budget of the district, and morale and insurance. It really covers a gamut of things, but really from my viewpoint, it all centers back at you guys. And it's my job to ensure that you have a learning experience that is going to be valuable for you when you exit our school. And I take that job very seriously.
Definitely. So we opened up a Twitter forum.
Uh-huh.
So we hashtag Ask Dr. V, and we asked the people of Mesquite to ask us some few questions to ask you.
Okay.
So our first question is from Hyro, and he said, what do you like to do when you're not at work?
When I'm not at work, watch Iowa Hawkeye football. I'm passionate about that. And they're having a great year. If you don't know, they're undefeated, and I'm thinking they're going 12-0 by the time they're all said and done. I really have a passion for that. Even though I didn't go to the University of Iowa, I grew up there, and so I have a passion for that. I love movies, and so I like to get to movies once in a while if I can, and enjoy spending time just relaxing. And my passion in life, though, ultimately is travel. And you heard I travel a lot through my work, but I also have traveled a lot personally, and I love to go different places. My vision when I retire is to own an RV and not a house. And so that gives you an idea. I love traveling, and I want a different backyard about every 3 months.
Oh, yeah. Well, they cost as much as a house.
They cost more.
Yeah, so it might as well if you live in.
Yeah.
Okay, so our next question is from Sammy Vasquez, and he said, would you ever consider off-campus lunch and other senior privileges?
You know, I'm always open to different ideas and different ways of thinking. I think when I look at that, my greatest concern, honestly, is the safety of children, and making certain that that's our first priority. And so I would want to understand what impact that would have before I ever visited that. It's one of those things, so you never shut your mind off to something. You always are willing to listen and talk. It doesn't mean you're going to change your mind, but you're always willing to look at things differently. And certainly if I felt like that added value and I felt like it wasn't a safety issue, I'd probably consider it.
It's always good to be open-minded.
That's right.
Definitely.
I think that's an important asset in life.
All right. right, our next question is from Luna, and she wants to know, is there any truth to the rumors that dress code will change next year?
Oh, no. It's amazing how many rumors have started, and I haven't had any conversations. And so really haven't had conversations around dress codes. Those, from my perspective, and I know you'll have a different one as students, and I appreciate that, I get that. But from my perspective, that's not a highest priority. And we have to recognize that the community at some point, and I mean the larger community at some point, said this was a really valuable thing for Mesquite. I haven't spent any time looking at that, so I don't, to be honest, I haven't spent a lot of energy on dress code. I'm more concerned with the education. That being said, again, I'm always open to conversation. I think we should be, but at the same time, you want to be careful to make assumptions that if you're open to a conversation, that necessarily means change. I know there's some great value in the dress code as it exists right now, and so I would want to respect those values as well. And by that I mean, one of the things I see when I go up to the campus is I know who belongs on that campus and who doesn't, and that's valuable to student safety. When I walk on that campus, I get a sense of pride. I've walked every campus here multiple times. I've been on your campus as well. And I tell you, it fills me with a sense of pride to see you guys in the school colors, just like in here. And that, I think that's a really special thing that even though it lacks a little individualism, it also builds a certain sense of pride that I think is important too.
All right, well, good to clear
But we
that
can
up.
look at some stuff.
Good to clear the air.
No real clarity there,
Yeah.
right? But there are no rumors.
True.
Yeah, the rumors are, I don't know who started them, but I didn't.
All right, well, our next question is from Savannah, and she wants to know, what new programs are you planning to implement in MISD?
Well, I think at your level, the thing I'm most interested in is making certain that all students eventually, and we're going to go through a process to get here, but I want all students to have an entrepreneurial experience in their area of passion. So we're sitting here right now, and you guys clearly have an interest in broadcasting, right? That's why you're here. And I hope that takes you wonderful places, but I want you to have an experience through this that helps you understand what innovation looks like in this arena and what entrepreneurialism looks like in this arena, because to me, those pathways lead to great discoveries for students in terms of where they want to go in life. And I feel like we've not done that. We've become so focused on the knowledge level of stuff that we've left out opportunity for you to do really important things. I guess the way I would like to see it is I'd like every student at Mesquite High School and all the high schools to be what I call what-if students. And what if really surrounds this concept of, what if we did this? Would that be a better experience, or would that make it better? Whatever it may be, whether you're in art classes or you're a STEM student, it really is not important. I think we all need to think in a what-if mindset, and so I want to make sure that we move that forward. And so that's going to be one of my major initiatives, is really creating a strong entrepreneurial, innovative program for every student at the high school level. The younger levels, we're already starting an initiative to get every student on grade level reading by grade 3. It's probably the most important thing we can do, because we know that if we get students on grade level reading by grade 3, that their likelihood of graduating and going on further in life is increased 25%. So it's an important thing that we're going to work on. Beyond that, we're actually getting ready to go through a strategic plan. And the vision of the community and some students, we decided today, will be included in that strategic plan. So there might be initiatives I'm not even visualizing that may come out of that process.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. All right, well, our last question for you is from Whitney, and she wants to know, what is the most honorable moment in your life?
Oh, wow, that's a really good question. I need a little bit of time to reflect, but I was, for me personally, I think she's asking when did I feel most honored? Well, to be honest, getting this job was a significant thing for me in terms of leading a district like Mesquite. Really left me with a sense of honor and humility at the same time. I was at Duval High School in Maryland, the Washington, D.C. high school. I was only there 1 year, and they named me one of their outstanding teachers, and that was done by students. And that really was pretty special to me, to be honest. Really felt honored by that coming from the students. After all, that's who I'm serving. And And then I was also named an outstanding alum at Midwestern State University. That felt good. I've had a few honors in my life. Maybe I should say this one, the most important one, when my wife Joy said yes.
Oh,
So a lot of different honors in my life.
well, that's wonderful. We're so glad to have you on our show today.
Well, thank you. It has been a
Thank you
pleasure.
so
I've enjoyed
much.
it.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining us today. Dr. V, that's all for MSN Live today. We'll see you next time.